It's funny because every time I see the ending of one season, I'm like, how the hell are they going to write from this? And they always manage to, get back on track and make a bigger ending. And this season, I don't even know how they're going to do it. I love that blue.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Any fashion compliment from anybody involved in this show is
How do you get here from Arizona?
Through London, direct through London.
And nonstop Phoenix, London?
Nonstop Phoenix, London.
Awesome.
It's interesting because I read that, or actually it's in the trailer, Emily says, ever since I moved to Paris, my life's become complicated, chaotic, and dramatic. Is that an accurate description of season 3?
I would say so, for not just for Emily, but for everyone, all the characters on this show this season.
Is there anyone who's not involved in a love triangle this season?
Well, I think that everybody's involved in some kind of trouble, let's put it that way.
I read that you said you were frustrated with Gabrielle in season 2. You know who else was frustrated with Gabrielle? This person. I'm curious, were those frustrations alleviated in season 3?
I don't think I was frustrated. I think I heard the fans saying that they were frustrated, but I never felt frustrated. I mean, I love season 3 more than season 2 because I feel like everything is just exploding and everybody's personal life, We used to exist within Emily's universe, and now everybody has its own little drama. So it's more drama for everyone, and that lovely little chaos is more exciting. But no, I wasn't frustrated.
What is the biggest question that you had? Because obviously the cliffhanger in season 2 ends with her facing some big decisions. What was the biggest question Luca had before you had read the season 3 script, just personally about the series?
It's funny because every time I see the ending of one season, I'm like, how the hell are they going to write from this? And they always manage to, get back on track and make a bigger ending. And this season, I don't even know how they're going to do it. I have no idea. I'm as much a fan, and every time I'm discovering a new script of a new season, than I am part of it, and I think that's the secret to a happy shoot.
Before you even read the script for season 3, what was the big question you had?
Well, my big question was, is Alfie coming back?
Right.
So
Am I in season 3?
Yeah. I was like, after the cliffhanger, I think after season 2, but I was pumped to get back on, get back to Paris and get working with these guys. To be honest.
For me, it was pretty much the same. In our career as actors, you can't take anything for granted, so you never know. And so that was my big question: is Antoine going to be back, and to what extent? And then all my concerns were relieved. But it was
When you've got more than one season greenlit, does that shift how you tell the story? Because now you don't have to wrap it up in 10 episodes. You've got possibly 2 even more.
Well, yeah, for sure. You want to create. You want to think like with a bigger horizon, and when that happens, just sort of like you feel like the characters' lives have a future. So you want to sort of really think about, wow, what is that future going to be? So absolutely, you sort of, I think it forces you to think bigger in a great way.
Is it safe to say, I've binged all episodes from season 3, so obviously I know how it ends. Great. Is it safe to say that fans are going to go, wait, what?
I hope so. I think so. I mean, I think that I also feel like the ending just sort of like informs so much of what happens in like prior episodes. So you go back and like, oh, okay. Now I see.
One of my favorite parts of the trailer is when Mindy's, it's the trauma bangs. She makes a big, bold decision, and Mindy's like, Emily, no. Have you ever done anything fashion-wise or appearance-wise where the reaction was, Luca, no?
Well, when I was 24, I went to a concert called Desert Trip. It was only one edition, a tiny festival with Paul McCartney, The Who, Roger Waters, Neil Young, and Bob Dylan. They were all in one go, and I was like, it's now or never.
All the up-and-coming people.
Yeah.
Unknown.
The future of the, Right. And for some reason I was on Abadie, and I got this brilliant idea, this spark of light, and I got into this hairdressing salon and got my hair blue, completely blue. They bleached it and they made it blue, and as the week went by, the blue just faded and it became like kind of grayish. And I came back home and my parents disowned me, you know.
I had a big afro back in the day, and I decided to try it and dye it blonde, but it came out bright ginger. And I love my redheads, just putting it out there. My mum's a redhead. So that was kind of, and my dad wouldn't let me cut my hair until about 3 weeks later when I started to feel it. I was like, oh, this is the vibe. And as soon as I started vibing with it, my dad was like, right, it's going now, it's going now.
Aww.
But yeah, so I think that's the craziest kind of my hair kind of got.
Mine is not really an emotional reaction to it. It's more when you end a project as an actor, I like to get a trim, you know, shave, cut the hair, and that helps the to shake it out and go back to William, because you're always left with I don't know if you feel like you're always left with a little bit of Alfie when right?
For sure.
So and this, which is not a bad thing, but it's nice to just like shake it off.
Yeah.
We do that. You do that with drama, and you got to do that with all the genres.
If you were to do Emily in Arizona,
It's only one episode.
that's it.
So
It's got to be.
Where am I?
I think we were like Lucas in Arizona.
Luke, you've never been, have you?
No.
We've talked a couple times. Has
Yes.
anything about this made you want to come?
Well, actually, on my way here, my friend Charlie, when we passed you, was like, "This is spectacular hair," and I wanted to share it with you. So
Thank
that
you.
makes me want to go to Arizona
Oh, just the hair?
to see where this comes from. You know, where the inspiration.
Technically, it comes from Texas, probably.
Oh,
because
there
of
you
his
go.
hair.
Well, Arizona's, having been there, it's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
But you don't come in the summertime, do you?
I've been in the summer. I don't mind the heat.
Okay.
I think I love it. Flagstaff, Sedona.
Oh, I've been to
Scottsdale.
Sedona. I've been to Arizona.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
You
my bad.
forgot?
I'm gonna be the French guy in the room. I didn't connect the fact that Sedona was in Arizona. I did a big trip of all the parks, Sequoia, Yosemite,
Grand Canyon.
and I went through Sedona and through the 66, but I didn't connect the dots.
He knows Arizona like the back of his hand. You've got brothers. What do your brothers think of this? Because I find that men might say they're not fans, but they're fans.
I think my brothers are just huge supporters of me in general, so they're my #1 fans. I think this is a show for everyone. Honestly, I think everyone can kind of relate to someone in the show, and who don't like it a lot.